Okay, welcome to join this presentation. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Rex from HUAWEI Huawei Cloud team, Huawei Cloud Past Departments. Today, I'm very glad to give this presentation. I will give you a presentation about the reshaping R&D with digitalization and the internet. And next page. Okay. This page shows the history about the DevOps. Software development model and software development process actually is depends on your software architecture. If you use different software architecture, you need a different software development model and development process. As we know, now our software architecture has changed from monolithic to microservices, to service, to SOA, to the new cloud architecture. Accordingly, our cloud DevOps, our cloud development model and process has changed from the waterfall, agile to DevOps, to DevOpsDays, and now to the intelligence R&D. The root cause of the software model and the software process changing is because the software architecture changing. This is driven from the software process changing. So in the waterfall, in this process, we focus on the software quality and we focus on the project plan. In the agile and DevOps, in this process and the model, we focus on the efficiency, and the time to marketing is shorter by the good iteration and the CI/CD process. And after we go to the DevOpsDays, in the DevOpsDays, we build the security in our R&D process. Nowadays, we are in the intelligence R&D. In the intelligence R&D, we use the AIGC. The AIGC will help us to do each software DevOps activities. This is the journey of the software development model change, and as we see, the entire direction, the developing is towards the more digitalization, more security, more intelligence, is towards this direction. Okay, next page. Okay, the second trend is about the AI. We try to define what is the typical scenario in the era of large language model. The era of large language model, it does not seem easy. Let's focus on the application. The application composition. Nowadays, the application composed of the codes. The main thing is code. But in the AIGC apps, the application includes the AI model, includes the data, includes other things. So it's different. But in nowadays, our application is still composed of code. And a professor from Singapore divides the AI DevOps into 3 stages. The first stage is AI assistance. The second stage is AI collaboration. The last stage is AI autonomy. In the different stage, the apps and the AI models is different. In the AI assistance, actually is separate from the model and the application. And in the AI collaboration, it's closely interacts. And in the AI autonomy, actually the application includes the model in the DevOps. And as we see, the software engineering has developed more than 50 years. It's divided into 3 phases. In the software engineering 1.0, in this phase is focused on the waterfall. And in the second phase is software engineering 2.0 phase. This is the DevOps phase. And in nowadays is the AI plus DevOps. This is the same like the last page for the software engineering. Okay, next page. No, last page. Okay, can you last page? one adopts, the security became more and more important. And in the report shows the attack to the software supply chain increased more than 6 times year on year. And as we can see, the attack is more and more in the last several years. So in here, we also see some famous events. The first is SolarWinds, the second is Casillas. And this famous events is impact the 18,000 customers in 425 companies of the top 500 United States companies. And the top 10 telecom companies are all affected in this software supply chain attack. Based on this software supply chain attacks, more and more countries and organizations have recognized the software bill of materials is very important. Based on this software bill of materials, we can enhance supply chain transparency and security. So in our updates, the customer, organization, and the countries are required the S-form from the software provider. And in this page, it talk about HUAWEI. Based on these 3 trends, how does HUAWEI did in the past? In the past 30 years, HUAWEI keeps transforming around the R&D. HUAWEI R&D actually is the most complicated in the world because of 3 reasons. The first reason is about HUAWEI has diverse product formats. The second reason is HUAWEI has very high software standards. And the last reason is HUAWEI R&D team is very big. HUAWEI has built the advanced digital software platform over the years to help nearly 200,000 engineers to improve the efficiency for R&D team. And HUAWEI R&D team is focused on the security and efficiency and collaboration and the process. Based on HUAWEI accumulates this digital function and digital capability based on HUAWEI R&D cloud, and HUAWEI developed the tools for data separately. Based on this function and capability, since the 2016, HUAWEI made a significant growth in the software part. In the daily code checks, it's increased from 1.6 billion line of code to 50 billion line of code. And for the daily pipelines, HUAWEI execution increased from the 9,200 executions to 200,000 executions. And for the daily builds, it's from the 24,000 increased to 500,000 for the daily builds. And the daily downloads for the code, it's increased to the 8 petabytes. This is a significant growth for HUAWEI R&D. That's why HUAWEI R&D can support this rapid business growth of HUAWEI. Without this, HUAWEI can't get this rapid business growth. And after HUAWEI did this significant growth in the R&D, HUAWEI want to open their capability to the outside. Want to open this capability outside. HUAWEI launched the CodeArts on HUAWEI cloud, and each company and each customer can use HUAWEI CodeArts to do the same thing. And the HUAWEI CodeArts actually is a one-stop, full-process, end-to-end security DevOps platform. It contains the requirements, plans, project manager, coding, and the code repository, code check, and code build, artifacts, deploy, release, and the pipeline, even test plan, as well as the O&M. This is how we want to CodeArts. Use this CodeArts, you can finish full of R&D activities in one website on your browser. It's very easy and very full to finish your R&D works. And while CodeArts now is actually used by 3.5 billion developers and used by 10,000 enterprises in the world. It also supports 33 urban software parks. This is the HUAWEI CodeArts. And in next part, I will introduce the HUAWEI CodeArts 3 topics for the efficiency and quality, and the software supply chain security, and the intelligence of HUAWEI CodeArts. And the first part is for the efficiency. Why we talk about HUAWEI get this significant growth in R&D teams? Because HUAWEI's CodeArts can help the customer improve the efficiency. This is especially in two parts. The first part is the build part. As we all know, in nowadays the software becomes huge and huge, bigger and bigger. More and more software code in your code repository. If you want to do the build, maybe you spend 1 day or 4 hours, 5 hours to build your software. This is the pain point for the software development. And HUAWEI's build function is 10 times compared to the open source build tools. Why HUAWEI build function can do this? Because we use the distributed combination, and we use the precise incremental analysis for your code. Some code, if it's existing code, we will use very fast code. Some code is the incremental code. We will analyze your code relationship, and then speed up your code build. And the third is the cache replication second. And lastly is the on-demand code build, because your code build actually is also the computing resource. If the CodeArts deploy the cloud service, so they have the building pool. If you need more computing resource, they will on-demand build for your build scale. So this gives an example for the code packs 100 million line of code. Before user building, spend 4 hours to build their software package. But after the user CodeArts, we reduce it to 1 hour. And the second part for efficiency is about the test automation factory. This is the test management platform. It can support your test case generation, test case management, and test plan, and test execution automatically. And this test automation factory supports 100 times concurrency compared to the open source tools. So based on HUAWEI's test automation factory, the old one for the embedded software, the version test period is 3 weeks. After the new test automation factory, it only needs 5 days for new version. And also for this test automation, it can work automatically 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. So the people, the test person, engineer need rest. But for the test automation factory, it can work the whole week, the whole year. So that's why based on this 10 times build and 100 times test concurrency, it can increase your software development process. And the second efficiency is about the CodeArts repository. CodeArts provides a repository to all of the HUAWEI company. HUAWEI company now has more than 100 billion lines of code in this repository. Every HUAWEI developer uses this repository to commit the code, and to port the code, and to merge the code. And this repository supports the cross-region collaboration, and it supports distributed code storage. And in here, the most important, the code security. As we all know, code is the most important asset for a tech company. If the company lost their code, this is a very big security issues. So in our code repository, we have four layer security protection from the access layer, from the workflow layer, from the infrastructure layer, and from the network layer. We support this four layer protection to provide the end-to-end code protection for your code. And we also support the transport for your code for the full process. In our HUAWEI CodeArts, this is the one platform. So we have the audio logs to record what you did in the full process of the R&D, from the coding, from the requirements, and from the release. In the full process, we can get your what you did before. If your software package made some issues online, then we will check the audio log, who did these bugs in this software, and it's from the requirement analysis, or it's from the coding submit, or it's from the test plan. Maybe some test engineer missed the function test. So based on this, our CodeArts repository can support the big code and can support the two workflow, and is security to make sure your zero leak of code. And this part is about security. And our CodeArts provide the end-to-end security protection of supply chain for R&D. Before I introduce the attack for software supply chain, and in the industry, they are actually published and defined the eight attack points. HUAWEI CodeArts covers these 8 attack points from your source, from your deployment, from your build, and from your development. In these different 8 attack points, we provide the protection, we provide the scan, we provide the check, we provide the security rule to make sure you can submit the bad code, you can use the bad dependency software components. And our CodeArts also supports the minutes level for vulnerabilities attack. And we also have the 30 types malicious attack detected. And we also support the 11,000 code security scenarios to cover this 4 attack points to make sure your R&D software supply chain is in the security, is in the safe. And even in China, as we all know, the big company, the Chinese company also use HUAWEI CodeArts to make sure their software supply chain is safe. Okay, this part is about the intelligence. And HUAWEI launched the Tengbu large language model last year. This large language model is trained based on the HUAWEI high quality data. We choose the nearly 76 billion line of codes and 13 million document log, and 10,000 plus API, and 85 million repository to train this data and to launch this Tengbu large language model. After this large language model released, then we release the CodeArts Snap. The Snap is like this. CodeArts Snap. CodeArts Snap is the DevOps, is the coding AI assistance tool. This CodeArts Snap offers the code explanation, the code generation based on your function requirements, or based on your line requirements. It will also support the debugging, unit test generation, real-time check, and suggest fix. Based on this CodeArts Snap, you also can build your knowledge Q&A system Q&A session, you can get your answer, submit your question, and get your answer very quickly based on this. You don't need to call the experienced engineer to teach you how to do this. So use this CodeArts lab in the HUAWEI company. It improved the 15% for coding, and in the end-to-end software development, it improved the 30% faster based on the intelligence. Okay, just three topics about the HUAWEI CodeArts: the efficiency, software supply chain security, and the intelligence. Based on these three topics, we also strongly recommend four typical scenarios. The first scenario is the open source project management. In the open source project management, you have so many different aspects, different software vendors. Different software vendors in different locations, they will use different DevOps process and different DevOps tool. This makes it very hard to communication and collaboration for the open source projects. The data is, you can get the details, the real data from this open source projects. This is very hard to do the risk control, very hard to manage your projects. So HUAWEI CodeArts provides the one site for your different ISV. The ISV used by CodeArts, you can manage your ISV in the same standard, in the same tools, and in the same code repository. Then you can get the DevOps data, projects data very easily and very clearly. Based on this, you can visualize your project's risks as fast as you can, as easy as you can. So this is the first scenario. The second scenario is the open source replacement. As we all know, in the DevOps process, we have so many different open source tools, but each open source tool has their own auth and permission control system. If you use more than 10 or 20 open source tool, you have to switch this 20 open source tool to configure, to do the permission, to do the control the access. This is spend too much time for your team. This is for the second. Maybe it has some security issues because for each engineer has nearly 20 accounts for this open source tool, or maybe some stability issues happen in software development. So HUAWEI CodeArts can fix this issue. HUAWEI CodeArts is one-stop software development platform. It covers the full process of the software development. So you only have one account. In the full process of data in this website, in this platform, your data is traceable. Your access permission is controlled, and your role is conformed. So HUAWEI CodeArts is a good choice for replace the open source tools. The third one is the R&D efficiency improvements. As we all know now, the fast fish eats small fish. It's not like before, big fish eats small fish. Now it's a fast fish eats small fish. If your software goes to market faster than your competitor, you can get the customer. So the time to market is very important. The second is why you have the long time to market. The first is the slow build, as I told you before. Nowadays, the software is big and big. The build speed is very important. The second is the manual testing. Now, each test is the automation. The automation test factory can run 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. But the manual test, your test engineer only can work 8 hours a day, 5 days a week. So this is why if you use HUAWEI CodeArts, you can build your software faster and release your software online faster than your company. This is the third scenario. The last scenario is supply chain security. This is as I introduced before. HUAWEI, in the beginning, HUAWEI considered 8 attack points for your software supply chain. So HUAWEI can provide the full process for the software development supply chain. In nowadays, the attacks focus the textual software tools, textual code. So even you release your software, you don't know why your software has some bugs, has some issues, because even your code, your dependency is attacked by the bad guy. Okay, that's all of my presentation for the HUAWEI DevOps part. Thank you very much.